Hi everyone, it's Coach Mashudu here. So come and say hello, hello. It's Monday, it's the beginning of the week, and I trust you've had a lovely first day of the week. And most people they dread to start this day, but I just want you to join us. So today we're just starting with a bang. Today is World Pancake Day, and my daughter Thandiwe has gracefully volunteered that she will be showing you guys how to make pancakes. So if you've got small kids who are young in your house or anyone, just bring your family. And then she'll be sharing with you how to make pancakes. So once more, if you're joining us, so I'm live. We are gonna be live on Instagram and also on Facebook and also on YouTube. So do tell us who you are so that she knows that there's someone watching with me. So I'm just gonna bring her now. She's gonna introduce herself and then she'll share what she's gonna do, as today is World Pancake Day. And thanks to Tabisile, I wouldn't have known that it was World Pancake Day. Thank you to the social media team that is always supporting us so that we can still come and share what we do as a business, as Enabler Solutions. So I am bringing drum rolls. I'm bringing Thandiwe so you can introduce yourself.
Hi everyone, my name is Thandiwe, and today I will be the chef that is going to be teaching you how to make pancakes, as it is World Pancake Day and it's a nice way to celebrate.
Okay, thank you. So what do you have for us? So you can just show us what you have. I'll stand this side and you tell me what you need from me. So what do we need let me just turn on the stove as well so that you're ready for us. So what do we need to make pancakes? So educate us. So there might be people who are watching here and they don't know how to make pancakes, and we cannot assume that everyone can make pancakes. So what do we need? And you can show us the ingredients.
So the most simple thing is to get the ready-made mix. It is the Snowflake Easy Mix Classic Pancake Mix.
Okay.
It's the best way to start learning how to bake, even how to make pancakes.
Yes.
You don't have to do all those searching and all that Googling. Just go straight here, you get the ingredients, which are on the back, and it's easy to find.
Okay, so, what else?
The ingredients.
Yes.
The ingredients are, since we'll be making a big batch, mostly in this packet, it will be 2 eggs, but since we're making 2, it'll be 4 eggs, oil, and water. And for toppings, you don't really have to put toppings.
But I'll get some water for you.
It is optional to put toppings. Toppings can be chocolate sauce, others can be cinnamon, some can be honey, some can even be whipped cream, whatever you fancy to eat. So I am going to start by mixing the wet ingredients, which are the water, eggs, and oil. And for the instruments you'll need, you don't exactly need 2 bowls, but to make it easier, 2, one big bowl, a smaller bowl, a fork for cracking the eggs, a measuring jug for measuring the water and the oil.
Okay, I've got another one for measuring the oil so that she's ready. So tell us who's here, who's with us. Greet Thandiwe so that she knows who's with us.
So I'm going to start by mixing the wet ingredients.
So please be louder, they can't hear you.
Oh, sorry. I will start by mixing the wet ingredients, which are 4 eggs, water, and oil. Let's start by the eggs.
So whilst you're busy mixing, what can they add in their pancakes? You can continue.
In the mix, yes. It's optional to add vanilla essence, and if you like if you're a sweet tooth like me, you can add sugar to your mix if they're not sugary enough. But unless you just go by how the mix tastes, I promise you, it tastes delicious. So I'm gonna start by cracking 4 eggs, since I'm making a bigger batch today. Since who wouldn't like a lot of eggs on pancake day? Crack the first egg. Crack the second egg.
Should I pour oil on your pan?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Always remember, when you are cooking, always have adult supervision if it is a child on the stove. If not, ask an adult to help you by turning on the stove and turning the pancakes. And that is 4 eggs. Now you whisk. As you can see.
So how should you whisk it? Should you make it harder? Or is there a way of whisking? Is there something that you do in your pancakes which makes it different? So that we can say these are Chef Thandiwe's pancakes.
It doesn't really matter how you whisk, but you just gotta make sure it's whisked thoroughly. Otherwise, it won't turn out as well. I talk from experience.
Okay.
So you whisk until you cannot see egg whites, and it's just clear.
I'll take this away.
Next on the list for it is 30 milliliters of oil. Here is the oil. Any oil is optional. Any. You don't have to specifically do canola or olive oil.
Okay, we've got hello.
Hi. Thank you for joining us today. And I can tell today is going to be a really fun day.
So from what I'm seeing from you, one has, if you buy as a ready-made which has been mixed, one has to look at what is required. Am I sure? Am I right?
Yes.
Okay, so this is, if you've got kids, you can just tell them, they can just check there. This is what is required. Like for this batch, this one makes about 24 regular pancakes. So you just need how much? You need, I'm not wearing my glasses, you need 2 eggs, you need 30 mils of oil, but she's making 2 batches and 1 liter of water and cooking oil. So they can read there if they don't know what to do and they want to surprise you as parents. So as you're going shopping, so go with them. They're different mix. So we chose this one, and this is the one flavor that she loves. So you can continue.
And there also is a flapjack mix that you can also buy. It is delicious too. But since it's pancake day, I'm going to stick to the topic.
Okay, just show them what you're using. So she's using that to measure.
I'm using 1 teaspoon.
Any, you can get it from
any shop
that sells Mr. Price home, at home. I forgot where I got those.
But you can get these anywhere. These are a lifesaver, so you do not have to measure with a tablespoon, which can sometimes not be accurate enough. So preferably you should get these. It comes in a bigger pack with the cups and the halves and the quarters. Doing a bit of advertising here. Yeah. So I'm adding the second tablespoon of oil, since it says 30 milliliters.
Okay.
And lastly, and I am done adding the oil.
Okay, thank you. I'm putting it away.
Yes. Now is to mix. Ooh, yes.
So your oil is ready. Just mix will be ready for you.
Yes, thank you, Co-Chef.
Co-Chef. So I've got a new title, guys. I'm Co-Chef. As much as I'm Coach Mashudu today, I'm Co-Chef. So for those who are joining us, just joined us now, welcome, and like and share in your channels, and so that someone can learn. So we've got Chef Thandiwe today. It's World Pancake Day. and she has offered to show us how she makes her own pancakes. And if you've got kids, invite them. Let them see what she's doing as well, and just get in the courage. And they might surprise you on a Saturday or Sunday morning whilst you're asleep, and they say, "Oh, mommy, daddy, here's some pancakes. This is what I learned." And also, they can go to YouTube and other social medias to learn how to make pancakes. So you can continue.
Just a little bit more water, up to 1 liter.
Okay, I'll just get it with this quickly.
Okay. So it says on the mix to add water, and now I'm gonna add 1 liter of water.
Okay, she's very particular about the measuring, so I missed about 200 mils on the original water. So I'm just bringing what is missing. More water there.
This bowl is a bit small.
Okay.
But it is okay. Since we're...
So this is how it looks when you mix it. So don't be surprised. I don't know if you can see.
Don't be too worried about how it looks.
Yes.
The end product is what you should be worried about.
Okay. So what else should we do?
Okay, so now I am going to be adding the flour, the powdery ingredient.
The easy mix, which is already prepared. So
Yes.
we bought an already prepared mix. So all she's going to do now is just, let me help you. Do you need help or you're fine? Okay.
Hands up the oil.
Okay. And also as well, when you're buying your mixture, so check for expiring dates. Make sure that it's within the cooking period, and so that you don't get nasty surprises whilst you're so excited to make your mix and everything. So do that.
And make sure there are no little bugs in your mix or even in your flour at that.
Okay.
That will be a real surprise. Not a good one at that. So I am whisking the flour just to get it spread out and not lumpy.
Okay, that's how it looks.
So I'm gonna add the wet ingredients, and then I'll add the second batch. Now this is where you actually start to work. And since this is one batch, don't worry about the
overflow.
mess. The mess. Baking is not. It is an art. An art is not. It's not always the best, but it is what you decide to do.
So how are you finding? Are you learning something new? Do we all know how to make pancakes? So those who have joined us, just tell us if you know how to make pancakes. Have you ever made a pancake? And which flavor do you love? Because there's so many variations in terms of pancakes on how you serve them. And she'll share with us what are her favorites as we're celebrating World Pancake Day today.
We need a bigger bowl.
Okay, should I bring a bigger bowl?
Yes.
I'll bring it. So continue.
Also, when baking, you have to be careful about how big your bowl is. Sometimes there may be an overflow and you do not want to waste anything because it is delicious. But when it comes to baking, not everything will go as perfect as you want it to be. So do not be afraid of anything that could go wrong, because that is the beauty of baking. It will not always be correct, but it will be fun. It's the process that counts. It's the fun that you have. Baking is fun. It's not, some people may do it professionally, but this is fun. Now I'm just whisking. Preferably when you get to whisk, get a strong whisk, because don't get a whisk that that will break easily. So preferably a steel whisk.
Here's a bigger bowl so you can transfer. Do you need me to help you? Okay. Okay, I'll hold here. Yes. There we are. We're busy transferring the dough to a bigger bowl.
Yes.
So when you're doing pancakes or when you're baking, you just need to have plan B. So you just need to be proactive and just go with the flow, because it's making anything, like when you're cooking, it's just the art. It's the art of it, as she has said. So baking is an art of having fun. There we are.
This is where you have to have the arm work. And if this is a child doing this, preferably the adults should be helping them because they may get tired. But it is a fun way to get them to be active. And don't mind them lumps. You just carry on whisking and they will soon go away. So now I am going to add the second packet of the flour. Here.
Okay, so we're adding the second one, and it doesn't want to work. I'll get scissors.
Just carry on mixing.
So here are scissors to the rescue.
Yes.
So that we save time. So there we are. Okay, the second batch has been added.
And do not mind getting dirty. You are bound to get dirty when you are baking. So preferably get an apron. If not, just do what's best for you.
And who else is joining us? I see there are people who've joined us. So say hi to Chef Thandiwe as she's taking you through World Pancake Day. So she's sharing how she makes her own batches. And then she'll also share with us what variations, what does she add on her pancakes when they are ready. And we are almost there. We're getting ready to start frying our pancakes. The stove is ready. The pan is ready. So it's hot. We are ready.
Yes. As I have said before, when you are, if your child is busy making these pancakes and you are getting to the frying part, please have adult supervision because you do not want to burn.
Yes.
You do not want to burn your child.
Yes, it is hot here in this kitchen. We can feel the heat. Just open the window a little bit, the door. Yes.
But that is the beauty of baking.
Yes. And why do you love making? Because you love baking.
Yes.
Why do you love bake? Why do you love making cakes? Because she normally makes this. What is this? She made us scones, and she loves making biscuits every second day. She's got a special way of making them with chocolate chips. Yes. And yeah, these are some of the chocolate chips. So she normally uses this one, and these are some of the ingredients that she adds. So this cupboard is just full of nice things to put on anything that is cake, that is pancake, that is cookies, that is scones. Or, yeah.
And also baking is very fun. It is. And since I have a sweet tooth, it is more fun for me. If you don't have a sweet tooth and you're just baking for your family, that is okay. No one has to always have a sweet tooth. But for me, that is one of the main reasons I enjoy baking. And I also enjoy seeing the faces of my family when they enjoy what I've baked, because that just makes me so happy. So now I'm going to finish whisking the batter.
So do we have to wait after I'm whisking, or do you need help from me?
Yes.
Should I mix? Okay, you can start. You can continue talking whilst I mix for you.
Okay. So the batter is usually a bit runny, so do not worry about that. Don't add any flour unless it is too runny. If it is way too runny, you can add a bit of flour, but preferably I would not suggest that because the batter is going to solidify when you are putting it on the pan. So do not worry if it's a bit runny. That is the whole joy of pancakes. Yeah.
Wow, it's mixing nicely. So it's becoming uniform. So basically, if you haven't been to the gym, this is a way to do your hand exercise, your upper hand exercise. Since I'm right-handed, if I'm gonna use my left hand, I'm gonna suffer. Let's see how it becomes slower. I just mix. But with my right hand, I can mix nicely. So I can whisk lovely. Yeah.
And as I have said before, baking is messy, but it is fun. So is art. Art is also messy. Baking is art too.
So besides pancakes, what do you love? Which other?
I like to make cookies, chocolate chip cookies preferably, and brownies and cupcakes. Just a lot of variations, and I love to try out new things, and scones too. That's the beauty of baking. You get to try out different things from different cultures, from different places, different continents, all of that. And you just get to experience that feeling when you're baking and the end product of it and when you eat it.
Okay. So where did you learn to bake? When did you learn? When did you realize you love baking? There's some mixing here.
Oh, I remember when you used to bake. So you were my inspiration in baking. And I used to watch videos of baking, Tasty Treats. It was a YouTube channel I used to watch when I was younger. But my most inspiration came from you.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Yes.
So is it fine or do I still need to mix? How does it look? It's runny. You can see, guys, it's lovely and runny.
And you also, for the mix, you do not have to follow it step by step. You do not. If it's too runny for your liking and you haven't added all your water, that is fine. It doesn't really matter. It is you baking. You don't have to worry. You don't have to follow it step by step.
Maybe what I can just add in terms of that is that even the recipes that you see, somebody created them. They came by me by trialing and error. So if you're doing something, do the trial and error. Yes. Then you'll come up with your own recipe and it will have that signature ingredients and people will just love that. And that is how you differentiate yourself from other people as well. So with everything that you're doing, whether you're baking, whether you're coaching, everyone has got that special gift and that special skill that differentiates them from the others. And how would you know when somebody says wow to something that you're doing? Like even with these pancakes, I know we always say wow when we eat because there's a way that she prepares them. There's a way she adds the ingredients. And that is always your signature in life. So don't be as too rigid and say, I'm going to follow this. Just follow your heart and your intuition will always guide you to do amazing stuff in everything that you do.
Okay.
What's the next step?
So at first they were lumps, but thank you to the co-chef, there are no lumps anymore. It is supposed to be clean, but if there are just a few lumps, that is okay. But if there are a lot, carry on whisking. And so it is majority just there, just no lumps.
Okay.
So now,
so the oil is getting ready. I will just move our computer near the but I'll bring the pan. Okay, I'm just gonna empty the water for you.
So you can when you put it in the oil, you can either put it in a measuring jug and just transfer it there, or you can do it the hard way and take the whole bowl and put it there. And since we're using a glass bowl,
should I transfer?
Yes.
Okay, I'm just gonna transfer quickly to the jug. So the batch that we made, it makes about, this will make 48. So we're not gonna make 48 on this live, but we'll continue with making more even after the live. So all we're just doing is just to demonstrate, and Thandiwe will also show us what she adds. So we'll just make one or two and then she'll add her variations, what she adds, so that you can be inspired. And it doesn't mean you can't go beyond what she's adding. So you can just continue being creative.
Remember how I said, what you bake is what you're baking. You do not always have to follow it step by step. Me, when I bake, there are a few things that I did not follow, and they still turned out amazing. You decide whether it's amazing or not. It's not the way you saw the video. It's not what anyone else says. It is you. You're the one that made it. So you are going to say if it's good or not.
Okay. So with the oil is ready.
The oil is hot and ready.
What do I do? Just be careful. If you've got small kids, as a parent, you can do this part yourself and they can stand from far.
Yes.
So you can tell me, but I'll be here just for protection, holding the pan, because the oil might spat on you as well as a child. So that's why it's important to wear your apron. As a metallurgical engineer, we normally call this PPE. So you need to have PPE for the kitchen, which is the apron, and you're always aware, listening, and just checking. Like now she's checking, and I think you can still see, Tandi, okay? You can still see what she's doing. So what is required? You can add your things.
And just so you know, the first pancake won't always be the best pancake. Second time is the charm, as I would say.
So second time is a charm, guys.
You don't always do it on the first try. That's why you always gotta keep practicing. Like if it's your first time making these pancakes and they do not turn out on how I made them, it doesn't matter. It doesn't really matter. You are making the pancakes. And if you're a first time baker, this will be a wonderful experience for you. So now.
So as she's adding, just remember to apply this in life. In life, you might face challenges and you shouldn't give up on your first attempt. So that is what she's saying as well. So I just want to show you quickly how it looks like. And hopefully you can see. So, and it's moving around. It's moving around. We'll bring it near the camera soon as we are mixing. Maybe I can just do this quickly. Oh, yes. Oh, they can see.
And if they don't turn out on like...
So that is how it's looking. It's moving around with the oil. We added enough oil. Okay.
If it does not look like how you would think a pancake does, well, what's the difference between a pancake and a flapjack? There's not much of a difference. Really. A pancake, they can either be flat, they can be thick. It doesn't really matter. You're the one making the pancake. No one can differentiate how you like your pancakes.
So is the temperature fine, or should I increase that? Okay, the temperature here on our stove get up to 6. So it's on, we put it on hot initially. So currently it's on 4. So we're just mixing at the moment. And tell us, we see there are people who have joined us. Tell us who you are so that we are aware, so that Tandi can know who you are and greet you nicely.
Yes.
Please let us know. And if it's for the first time you're joining this, welcome, welcome. And normally we don't do lives on Mondays, but today, since it's the World International Pancake Day, and we've got our Chef Thandiwe who loves to bake, so we thought let's do this live. But do join us tomorrow. Tomorrow we do have another live, which is on about credit repair, and then we'll be talking about how the common issues with your credit and how to fix that. And then the other live will be on Thursday when we are wrapping up the month of September, when we are being grateful, and then we'll be sharing on how the month went. And do join us and share with us what have you achieved. And it doesn't have to be big, so it's an opportunity to celebrate. We tend not to celebrate anything, and we miss out on the abundance which is surrounding us. So do come and join us tomorrow. I see we've got Diana. Diana, welcome. We've got Chavisile. If you can speak to them, I'll just turn for you.
Just
okay. I can just chat to them as I'm turning.
Hi, nice to meet you guys, Diana. Thank you for joining us. Today we, if you're joined just now, today we are just making some pancakes, and now we are in the process of making them. And thank you for joining us today. And Tabisila, thank you for the compliments. I really appreciate it. I'm happy you joined and you're getting to learn pancakes. If you're not a baker, you don't always have to be a baker. anyone can bake if they try. Baking it's not always easy, but it is always fun. So I hope you enjoy this live as I teach you how to bake pancakes, the easiest thing. And also, if you want to learn like the easiest pancakes to bake, not from scratch, you just go get the easy mix, pancake mix, the classic. Or you can get the flapjacks. There's no difference between a flapjack and a pancake.
Okay, is it okay? This is how it can, so this is how the first pancake looks like. A little bit has been bent, so this is normal. So never judge yourself. So this is normal. So this is how the first one came out. And remember, the first try might be because we have to check the temperature if it's fine. So we're just gonna take it out and do the second one. So it's there. So you can pour whilst
The first batch is always the test batch. The first one you make is always the test one. It won't always be perfect, so don't worry. You just
oops, it fell on the laptop. Luckily.
Accident happens.
So there, yes.
I'm putting the second one in.
Okay, so remember, if you've got kids, you have to do this part for them if they are not older enough so that they don't bend. So you don't want to be enjoying this and then later you bend.
Yes. And if you do burn, don't worry. It will heal. It's just like a pain for a few moments. But if it's a child, make sure you are making the pancakes because you don't want to burn the child. I do not encourage burning.
Okay. So whilst I'll turn for you, maybe you can tell them what we can add on that one.
You can also add, if you are joining now, please say hi. I want to know who my audience is. I like addressing the people I am talking to. So you can add whipped cream. Whipped cream is one of the best. But if you don't have whipped cream, that is okay. This is optional. All these ingredients are optional. The toppings are optional. You can eat them just straight, which is okay. And you can also add a chocolate syrup, which is a good syrup, which is from Robertson's dessert topping sauce. You can also add cinnamon because most pancakes have cinnamon, but cinnamon is optional. All these toppings are optional. You can add honey if you're a bit of a sweet tooth. And in the actual mix, you can also add chocolate chips if you like chocolate chips. And last but not least, you can add ring buttons. It's from Pick and Pay. It's azo dye free, so you can get these. Oh, hello, Buche and Mana Lady.
Yes, Mana Lady. Welcome, guys. Welcome.
Welcome. Thank you for joining me today and how you pancakes that today to celebrate World Pancake Day. A wonderful day, isn't it? To make pancakes, to bake. And almost forgot. You can also add these rainbow buttons. They differ in size. These ones are bigger than these ones.
Do you want to do the other one with that? So I just brought you can do the mixture here so that when we do the next batch, you can show how lovely it is.
Okay.
So you can mix there while I'm turning here. So this is how it looks like while she's turning. So this one is a bit bigger, guys. It looks like an egg. That is how big it is. So this one is better. It's not bent like the first one, as she said. So the first one is all about tasting. And then just look, this is so amazing. And we're going to cut it lovely. So you can mix there whilst it's continuing.
And the first batch is also for tasting to see how far you must make it and if it's burnt or not, if the dough is not made. And first-time bakers, this won't always be easy. It's supposed to be fun and hard because you need a bit of challenge in life. So now I'm going to do one mix with a chocolate chips to show you how it will look like if you had added chocolate chips. So I'm going to add it in here since this is our initial where we add our pancakes. So as you can see, I'm not adding a lot since this is only going to be probably 1 or 2 batches. And then I add chocolate chips. How many chocolate chips you add is optional. If you add a lot, it's okay. It will all cook when you are making it. Yes. And also, whoever joined in now, if you for the cooking part and a child is making this, please, if they're old enough, like me, you can have adult supervision. But if they are younger and they have no experience with the stove, please do this. I don't want children to be burnt when they're baking. You can let them do all the mixing and stuff, but the way you start frying it's better for you to do it. Okay. So this is how it looked like. It doesn't look the best, but when you eat it, you'll have a totally different idea.
Okay, I'm ready. So I'm just taking this one out. It's ready. So we're making the chocolate chip. So the first two, they didn't have any variations inside. So you can add. We are ready to rumble. Wow, that's amazing. So let me spread it out so that it looks amazing. So this one is a chocolate chip pancake. So remember, you can be creative, and kids are very creative. So help them. And this can be also another way on weekends. If you're saying you don't have time with your kids, just allocate 1 hour on a Sunday or a Saturday and say, kids, let's go and buy ingredients. You can buy them. You can buy any different brands. So you don't have to be specific and say, kids, today I want us to try something. I want us to try pancakes. It can be flapjacks. It can be brownies. It can be anything. And you do it as a family, and you teach them how to measure as well. And if you don't have those ingredients, go to shops, you'll find them. And I'm loving how this is turning up. Oh, it's so amazing. I can't wait to show it to you.
The looks may be deceiving, but when you taste it, it's a whole different story.
So this is a way to connect with your kids, with your families, and creating those lasting memories. Yes. Because all about what kids love is to create those lasting memories. They'll always remember you. They'll say, my mom, we used to wake up in the morning and we used to make, it's other pancakes, it's other cookies, and they say, this is what we used to love. And even if when you're not there, that is how they'll remember you. And they'll just make pancakes and say, today I'm remembering mom, let's go, or I'm remembering dad, let's go and buy this. It's just to feel their presence, just to to tap into that emotion that you felt when you were with them. So it's just bit cracking there. So this is how it looks like. So this one is a chocolate chip.
Yes, a chocolate chip pancake.
So I'm just continuing. You can continue.
Yes. So I'm adding a bit of the toppings I said earlier. This time it is the rainbow buttons. Toppings are optional. You do not always have to add them. Even without the toppings, they are still delicious. I promise you. So now I'm adding them. Baking is all about fun and color. The end result is what you should be looking for. End result will not always be perfect, but it is the thoughts and the fun you had when you were doing this that counts.
Okay, I'm ready. So what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna go and clean this because it's full of chocolate. Oh, but that is still fine. So you can still put in the mixture. So you can change also your oil as you're doing this. Do you want me to change it, or is it still fine? Or is it just got chocolate?
It's fine.
Okay. She says it's still fine. We'll just add a bit of oil.
No, the oil is still fine.
Is it fine? Okay. The head chef says the oil is still fine. So you can add. So let them see what you're adding because they can't see. And put it on the side. You can just stand here.
The pancake absorbs most of the oil, so you do not have to worry about adding more oil.
So now, what do we call this mixture?
This is the rainbow button.
Oh, the rainbow pancake. I'm not sure if you ever eaten a rainbow pancake. I've never eaten one. So this will be the first time when we're trying this out.
First time is the charm.
Yes. Okay, it is moving. Yes, she was right. The oil was enough. Okay, so let them see. They can't see. So that is how it looks like. So it is moving, guys. I can't wait to see the final colors.
Yes, they are going to be delicious.
So maybe you can just review what we have done so far, in case there's someone who just joined as well, just to remind the viewers.
So first we started with introducing the cooking tools, the food, the mixtures, the ingredients that we're going to be using. As I said in the beginning, if you have only joined now, we are using Easy Mix pancake mix. You can also use the flapjack mix because there is not really a difference between flapjacks and pancakes. Pancakes are much more flatter than flapjacks, but some pancakes they are thicker than flapjacks at that too. And then since we're making double batch, we use more ingredients, but the standard ingredients are 2 extra large eggs. You can get normal eggs, it doesn't really matter as long as you have 2 eggs, cooking oil, water, and oil for frying. And also, as you are adding the dry ingredients into the wet ingredients into the dry ingredients, if there are lumps, do not worry about that for now. But as you are mixing and mixing, make sure there are no lumps because you do not want lumps in your mixture. But if there are just a few lumps, that is okay. It doesn't always have to be perfect. Baking is not perfect. Baking is fun. It's supposed to be fun. And also, if the mixture is a bit runny and you haven't added all of your wet ingredients, do not worry. Just leave it at that. How you make it is how you make it. I'm just demonstrating how I like to make it. But it also teaches you how you can decide how to make it though. And
yes, I'm done. I'm switching off. I was just cutting so that you can show your guests how my what we've made so far. I'm just gonna cut this one. I'm gonna cut so you can just explain as I cut this one what we have made.
Okay, so the first one we made, first pancakes are not the best. I'm going to keep on repeating this because it is true. Your first one will never be the best because that is the test one. That is always the one that will determine how the rest of it is going to go. So we added chocolate chips, the toppings I showed, and we also added rainbow buttons and one that was just plain. It doesn't matter what you add in it. You can add syrup, you can add cinnamon, you can make the mixture however you like. But this is how I made it, and I'm here to show you how I made it. So here
you can show them the 4 things that you made, so we didn't go beyond, and you can just maybe you can add the syrup. I can hold here if you wanna. What do you wanna add? Okay, so this is how this is how it looks like. So let me just use a fork quickly. So this one is the chocolate chip that she made. So she added you can just speak.
Okay, so I added chocolate chips. You can get chocolate chips from Pick and Pay. You can get them from Checkers. You can get them anywhere.
And this one?
This one is just a plain one. That was our test one. If it's a little burnt, do not worry. The test one will always be perfect. That one is the second version of the plain one, which is better and not as burnt. It's not burnt.
And this
last
one,
but not least, my favorite one out of all is the rainbow one.
Yes. So do you want to add some cream?
I'm going to add some
She's adding cream.
Some whipped cream. This is optional.
Just test it first here. If it's yes, just test it here on that bowl if it's okay. So this is what we have made, guys. We have made 4 and also you can have pancakes with eggs. You can have them with cheese. So it's up to your palate how it is, what you really love. Okay, it's working.
Okay, so it is working. You always have to shake the cream before you put it on, otherwise it will not come out. So I'm just gonna add.
Wow, that's amazing.
A bit of cream on the plain one.
Yes. Wait, and then the other ones.
Okay. The other ones I will add some chocolate syrup. I will add Okay, let me just take off. Don't forget to take off your tags off your containers because you might not notice them. And then you squeeze.
So you can show them what you're adding.
I'm adding chocolate syrup.
Take it down. Yes, there.
Okay.
So where are you adding it?
I'm gonna add it on the rainbow one.
On the rainbow one. Yo, look at that. So you can decorate. It's a bit watery, but it's yummy. It's all about the taste.
All about the taste. How it looks like doesn't matter.
Okay.
And if you are a honey fan, this is for you. You can add honey.
So where are you adding that one?
This one.
Okay. Okay. So guys.
Yes. Thank you for joining. And this is how you make pancakes. I hope you enjoyed my little cooking class on how you make it, on how you make pancakes. And thank you for joining me today with Coach Mashudu to celebrate a World Pancake Day and end it with a bang.
Well done, Thandiwe. You're flawless. It's like you do this every day and you just did it. And guys, send her nice messages. I'll show it to her.
Yes.
And for those who will be tuning later, just type replay and tell us what did you learn? Which pancake did you love? Which one was going like, oh, really? Can you do that? So it's all about what?
It's all about failing and trying again.
Yes.
It's all about trying and trying and trying it until you perfect it to how you like.
Yes.
And remember, baking is an art. And art is sometimes messy. Baking is also messy. But the end product is what you should be caring about. Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Enjoy the rest of the evening. Thank you. And thank you for the love. And also continue sharing. Share this video with your kids, and it will also be available on YouTube if you want them to watch at a later stage. So they can download it on YouTube. They can watch and just feel the love that Thandiwe has towards her art of baking. And it is an honor to have you today. Thank you for being part of this and making our Monday. Monday is normally they call it Monday blues, but today you made it to be a Monday what?
Monday fun day.
Monday fun day. So this is about Monday fun day. So enjoy. Thank you for the love. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Tabisile, for the kudos for the rainbow pancake. I really enjoyed baking today with all of you, with the audience. It just made it feel like a wonderful Monday. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.